So Josh, thank you so much.
Absolutely, welcome.
To start with,
Yeah.
for your hospitality. We had a chance to stay overnight in your resort, and I must say, as I told you, it was always my dream. The dream came true, and thank you for this opportunity, because waking up to this view,
Oh my goodness, yes.
it's like unforgettable experience.
It's a
So
special
thank you
place.
for hosting us and that you agreed to take part in this
Thank
interview.
you so much for coming.
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's talk about glamping.
Yeah.
Glamping business, glamping domes. Tell me, what was first? The idea to open the glamping resort or the land? Which came first?
The idea, for sure. It was, like I told you the other night in Yosemite, it was just such a healing thing being outdoors, and I wanted other people to experience that. And I was like, now I have to figure out how to do it.
So, how did you figure it out?
My old mentor, he was obsessed with geodesic domes,
Okay.
and I was in real estate, and so I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a hotel of geodesic domes, because they're very Instagrammable. They're very, people love them, and they're very beautiful, very easy way to enclose space, and it'll have good returns financially. Per unit cost, and the nightly rate is just phenomenal. So it worked out well.
And how was the process of building it? How many people were involved to create the stay at the domes?
So me personally, obviously, blood, sweat, and literal tears to make it. But probably throughout time, 3-4 other people to assemble. Most of the time, we just have 2 people per dome when we assemble the dome and build out the bathrooms and things.
Wow.
Yeah, it's usually just a crew of 2 people.
That's impressive to people, to be honest.
Yeah, it's it definitely gets a little creative sometimes.
How did
it's
you manage
optimal
to
have
the
3
membrane?
people.
So
Oh
you
my
managed
goodness!
To pull the membrane.
The membrane, we would ask locals to come out and help us, and we'd get 5 to 10 people for each membrane to pull those. But most of the tasks, can be accomplished with just 2 people if you get creative. 3 is optimal though.
And how much time did it take from the idea of this land to the actual launch?
From the actual time, it probably took, we wanted to accomplish it in like 6 months. I think we got it done in about 10 months. We started in like May, we got the delivery, and then in March of the next year, we started renting. Actually, March of 2020 was our very first rental. And the pandemic, it was just spectacular. 100% occupancy.
This is what I wanted to ask. How this type of business is resistant to pandemic and economic situation?
Absolutely. Because glamping is, it generally, stereotypically targets a more affluent crowd. People are spending $400 a night on a hotel and somewhere beautiful. And so when something like a crisis happens, people seek escapism. They want to get away from their crisis. They want to escape the craziness of the world. And something like this allows them to be able to, still consciously go out and be by themselves, be secluded, and be able to escape.
So even though there was pandemic, even though it was your first year, you still managed to have very high occupancy.
Oh, easily. And not managed, it just was like, they just showed up. I did nothing, no marketing, no anything. Put the domes up and people just came. It was spectacular.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Thank you.
And what does running the glamping resort give you?
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's the license to create. It's permission to create. You can get so creative with your balconies or your views or the interiors and how to accommodate people and make sure they're comfortable, and so many more ideas on really creative things that I want to do with domes, like a full greenhouse like plant dome that people sleep in, and there's plants hanging everywhere and the bed's hanging, and so many things can be done in a dome because it's a totally new space, and so you can create anything you want with this structure. Whereas a traditional building, it's already been done. There's normal ways to do things. There's not much innovation that happens, and so with a dome, you can get so creative and try new things.
And how is the feedback from your guests?
Oh, they love it. They rave about it. I mean, it's once in a lifetime experiences. Nobody's ever stayed in domes before. They've been kind of this, there's like the Epcot Center at Disney, Disneyland, Disney World, or the World Trade Fair, and so there are these amazing things, but that aren't regular in people's lives, and so people come and they look beautiful on Instagram, like I mentioned, and people love having something unique. A unique experience is very much what this generation wants. And so we have people that travel 7 hours just to come, stay in the dome, take a photo, and then go. Our very first guest, actually, our bathrooms weren't working. They froze the night before, the pump did.
Okay.
Bathrooms weren't working. We told our guests, sorry, we can't host you. And they're like, no, 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 please let us stay. We just want to get some pictures, some video of the domes. We'll use the bathroom in town. And we're like, all right. People desperately want to have something unique, unique experience. And
well, which is an asset for the resort owner. As you said, no marketing basically input, and it's kind of like a snowball effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's built-in marketing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And tell me, what was the deciding factor while choosing FDomes?
FDomes is definitely the quality. I mean, you look around and it's very much like eBay and Asia, and just like it's nothing's clean, nothing's put together, nothing's organized. But then you find FDomes and you're like, oh my gosh, it all just works. It's all beautiful. It's engineered. They have all the answers. You have an amazing staff that replies. And so it's not just the customer service and the quality of the domes themselves, but the whole experience. You go through the purchase and then the building. It's so much easier with FDomes, and I've done both, trust me. And going with suppliers other than FDomes, just it doesn't work well. There's so many difficulties with communication, with sourcing, getting customization of the units right, and it takes so long to deliver the units, and then when you're building them, there's so many problems. But with FDomes, it's just, you guys have made the process so easy. So
you would
fantastic.
recommend it to others?
You could say that, yeah.
I assume.
Absolutely, absolutely. 10 out of 10 stars, would buy again.
Thank you.
Yep.
And can we talk about return on investment?
Oh my goodness.
Because, of course, we have like very high quality.
Yeah.
The prices also stand out.
Exactly.
But how it influences the return on investment? Because you told me a little bit about the occupancy.
Yeah.
So we can kind of go in deeper into this.
Absolutely. So, I mean, the simple answer to that question is you make your money back in 1 year. Like, easy, without marketing. And obviously there's different strategies to accomplish that, but it's very easy to get ROI. If you spend, $1 million on domes, you can make $1 million the very first year operating if you do it right. And then there's other strategies to do even better than that. Instead of buy the land, you lease the land, or you manage the units yourself or whatnot. But at scale, easily my new locations that we're planning with FDomes, the projected annual profits is 60% margins, and so only 40% for operational costs. This is phenomenal.
So what are the plans of developing? What can you like a sneak peek of what will be next?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Many plans, but I very much want to focus on national parks. Like I said, my first experience in Yosemite, desperately wanting to bring the healing aspect of nature and immersing people in that. Domes are the best way to do that, because you can put the domes right in the ground and the windows open up, and it's just, you see the view and you're in nature. And so the national parks are the perfect places for these. And obviously the greatest places for, high ROI. And so what the next few locations that I have planned as far as land already acquired goes is in Zion National Park in Utah, and then Glacier National Park, which is up in Montana. And then from there, the goal is to do, places like Yosemite, Great Smoky Mountains, other popular national parks. Yeah, Joshua Tree.
I think we will be visiting again.
Please. We'll have you soon. Absolutely.
Well, this is spectacular. Josh, thank you so much.
So here at the Domes at Canyonlands, we actually have 9 domes total. These 5, you know, with a communal bath and shower, and then we have 4 very private with their own ensuite bathroom and their own patios, and very beautiful views.
Okay, so we are at the desert,
Yeah.
right? How about the insulation?
Yeah, so the insulation, because it actually gets super cold in the desert at night. And in fact, it's a mountain desert, and so we get about 3 feet of snow a year as well.
Wow.
The insulation's essential. And the insulation has been phenomenal. No guest has ever complained about being cold with our heaters and the FDome polar insulation provided.
I love the wooden door.
The doors are fantastic, yeah. What we do here, the FDomes door frame allows us to have our own custom door, and so we can put in a door lock, door code for easy guest entry, and it makes it a little bit more normal luxury hotel guest experience than a zip camping door. It just makes it feel much nicer and more homey.
And how is the dome maintenance?
Oh my goodness, the domes are so easy to maintain, much easier than a traditional hotel room, as well as cleaning. Cleaning goes much smoother than your standard hotel room. And then we make it super easy to clean the floors because we put vinyl flooring down that's waterproof.
Yeah.
And so that also adds an easy way to clean.
We are at the desert.
Yes.
It's off-grid.
Yes, we are in the middle of nowhere, and that's what people love about glamping, is it's so secluded. You know, you can come to a desert mountainside or the middle of you know, an alpine desert, and we still have plenty of solar power. There's no city power, no city water, no city sewer, and so we're completely off-grid. Septic tanks, water tanks that we truck water in, and then obviously solar to provide all the electricity.
Spectacular. Josh, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
your time.
Thank you.
And congratulations,
Thank you.
because this is the place to be. Like, you want to
Yeah.
wake up and stay at the domes, really. You
Yeah.
want to wake up and stay at the domes. You need to come here. If
Please.
you haven't been here, it's worth driving 10 hours, as we did, to get here and to spend even one night. It's really worth it. So
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you.